lot of people will say they have like a tight muscle, and like one of the stories that people tell is that they carry stress in a certain part of their body. I mean, it's common to have stress in the shoulder, like people carrying stress in the shoulders, but muscle tension is one of those things, or muscle, yeah, too much tension, too much tone in a muscle, a tight muscle. There can be a lot of different reasons for that, and so like you can have a myofascial thing, an issue. So if you have like a tension in the myofascia, that definitely shortens the muscle, and so it's like shorter than it needs to be. This also affects the strength of the muscle. If it's already partly contracted and shortened, then it doesn't have as much leverage. But muscles can also be tense because they're guarding other structures, and this isn't one of the most obvious places that we feel this, that you can feel this in the body, is when there's an inflamed nerve. Say the sciatic nerve is inflamed. Like a lot of times people have muscle tension down the back of their leg that goes along with that nerve pain. Or if people have brachial plexus inflammation, it can cause hypertonicity in the muscles of the shoulder or down into the arm. But you can also have inflammation in the brain, like in the motor cortex of the brain, that creates downstream inflammation in the nerves. And so sometimes, like we've seen a couple of patients where the muscle pain that they have, and the reason I say pain, that's usually what people end up complaining about, is not necessarily the tension, but it's creating pain or it's limiting their range of motion. If the part of the brain that tells that muscle to fire via the nerve is, if the brain is actually inflamed, it can inflame the whole pathway down to the nerve and create the muscle tension. So you can easily have a myofascial thing that creates muscle tension. You can easily have a nerve issue. Arteries can create muscle guarding reflexes as well. Like it's not a good thing if an artery breaks, so the body can guard arteries via muscle tension. Metabolically, you could easily have like thyroid dysfunction, or like a sluggish thyroid can definitely create muscle tension, or like hyper reflexive muscles, like muscles that are kind of twitchy if you're low thyroid. So there are other reasons, but if you've had chronic muscle tension, muscle pain, that hasn't responded to, especially chiropractic or massage, then maybe it's coming from the brain or the central nerves.